Dale Spearman will step in between Amari Kelly and Kyrie Smolin. Ball is up, tipped by Mullen, controlled by the Pirates. They'll go right to left, Hampton will, as we have quickly a game clock situation here. As the shot clock didn't start, the game clock lagged behind. Deuce Dean, he thought, oh, I thought he did something wrong. He was just talking to Jerry Heater there. So I'll take 4 seconds off the game clock. 3 seconds now. So 19:57, 27 on the shot clock.
Tom Reardon has one thing to do, right? One thing to do.
All right, here we go. Godwin gets it into Nesbitt, into the hands now of Dean. Right to left for the Pirates. Man-to-man defensively for UNCW. Nesbitt in front of our courtside location gives it off to Mullen. Back near sideline to Dean this time. Cutting through. Down low as Mullen misses the shot. Rebound brought away by Phillips. Gets past the defensive Dean. Drives it in, gets a screen, throws it out before falling down. He gets it to White near sideline Ross. UNCW will set it up. Phillips top of the offense, under hands to White. 15 on the shot clock. Thomas a touch, top of the key. Lobbing it to White and hammering it home is Trezarian White. That was a set play from the get-go here. The Seahawks open up on a high note.
Good job spreading the floor, allowing White to go to the basket.
2-0 UNCW, 50 seconds in. Dean far sideline. Out front to Mullen. Between the circles. Hands off. He gives it to Bannister. Now to Godwin. Godwin rises up from three. Around and out. Rebound Ross. Brings it down left to right. Bounces it to Thomas. Thomas drives it in. Steps it through. Layup is up and in as he just stepped right around Daniel Bannister. 4-0 UNCW. Our sideline controlled by Nesbitt. Gets to the baseline. Along the baseline. Throws it right to Phillips. Phillips pushed the ball down the floor left to right, fakes a pass, keeps it, knocks his man over, and it's an offensive foul as he knocked over Bannister. The first foul on Phillips. It'll be the first on UNCW.
Good job by Phillips as he had the lane, went strong to the basket. Just at the last second, probably needed to pull off just a little bit, take it away. But we've seen early on, look how far out defensively the Seahawks are playing that perimeter. They're just not giving Hampton any breathing room beyond the arc.
Dean controls against some pressure in the backcourt. Thomas on his left hip, almost lost it, and now a foul on Jamari Thomas. Upset with a call, gets whistled for his first and the second now for UNCW. Well, he had him stopped and then got a little too aggressive. A smile on the face of Takeo Siddle there on the sidelines.
So both Phillips and Thomas pick up quick fouls.
Hampton gets it into Dean. Gives it right back to Godwin, who inbounded the ball. Now to Nesbitt, near midcourt, defended by Ross. Whips it right side to Dean from the Seahawk bench. Drives it down the sideline. Over his shoulder to Mullen, knocked away by the defensive Kelly. Right back to Dean. Dean works into the paint. Then it's going to be an offensive foul. Hooking around. Deuce Dean fouling Phillips. It'll be the first on Dean and the first on Hampton. We'll have our first Hampton reserve coming to the game is Najee Thomas, the senior from Fayetteville, and also Jamari Harvey checking in for Shaquem Phillips and UNCW.
So one thing this perimeter game also does for Hampton, when they miss shots, Seahawks should have numbers underneath for that defensive rebound. We've seen it early.
2 minutes in, UNCW leads 4-0. White to Harvey. The starting lineup the other night, in the absence of Phillips, gives it off to Ross. Left block, bounce pass to White. Back to the basket, trying to back his way in. Shot is up, around, and through. Trezarian White against the defense of Najee Thomas, able to score to make it 6-0.
So we talked about Hampton falling back early against Charleston. They're in an early 6-0 hole.
Near sideline, they get it out front now to Bannister. Bounce pass to Dean on the right side. Dean, good job by Thomas chesting him up. Dean pulls up, blocked by Thomas. Kelly comes up with it for UNCW. He'll give it to White. Down the floor, trying to push the ball, push tempo if he can. Near sideline Ross. Ross three from the wing, rattles home. Seahawks in a nice run to start things off. And a foul away from the ball. Here 9-0 our score, 17:07 to go. Thomas
You got an elbow up in the jaw. I think that's what they're going to look at.
Take a look at the Megacorp replay. Don't know if we'll see the activity away from the ball. On the left side of your screen, Ross, the jumper from the right side, but out of view of the camera. And Jamel Spearman will come over to us here. So basket good. As Spearman just said, he's looking for some unsportsmanlike conduct away from the ball. You saw the block there, Thomas on Dean. And I don't know if it was Dean, maybe potentially the guilty party. So the bucket is good. It's 9-0 UNCW. 17:07 to go in this first half. So in Maryland, tied at 69. Charleston and Towson going to overtime, Marty. About a minute into that game, still 69 all.
So the question is, because that was so far off the ball and out front, do they have a good look at it? We have not seen it yet. We've seen a couple of looks where he's basically out of the frame. Now they'll continue to discuss. But if you're UNCW, great start. You've hit the outside shot. You've been able to penetrate.
And they say nothing. There was nothing there, so play on. UNCW 4 for 4 to start this game. It is Dean. And we may see it here, Marty, on the top there. Thomas and Dean, nothing. But Edward Joyner, junior head coach for Hampton, is talking to Dean as well, who's talking to Jamel Spearman. You see a little push off, but nothing that would warrant a foul. So good job by the officials to take a look at that and try to clean that up here early on.
And for Hampton, probably a good pause in the action as the Seahawks are on a roll right now, pick it up full court.
Yeah, they kind of got a little timeout that maybe they needed. 9-0 UNCW. Dean over half court, defended by Thomas. Bounces it to Nesbitt. Nesbitt right side, driving on Thomas this time. Pulls up, a little bit wild with the shot. Rebound, Kelly. He hits the deck hard, and a foul on Hampton. And that'll go against Jordan Nesbitt. First on him, and the second on the Pirates.
We mentioned that game against Charleston. Charleston went on a 13-0 run in the first half. It really opened the game up. Seahawks now on a 9-0 run to open this one.
Top of the offense, Kelly gives it left wing to Harvey. Out front, Kelly. White wants it. He's set up down low against Nesbitt. Keeper on the perimeter to Thomas. Thomas drives left. Pass right wing, Ross. Feet set. Three is good again.
That is his sweet spot on the floor. He likes to get set. They swung the defense over, brought the ball back on rotation, 12-zip.
16:20 to go in the first half. The Seahawks pitching a shutout, have yet to miss from the field. Now 5 for 5. Bounce pass nearly stolen by Ross in the backcourt. He battles with Bannister. Coming up with it is White. White 2-on-1 to Harvey. Harvey's layup is good, and it's 14-0, forcing a timeout for the Pirates. The Seahawks' start to Cale Siddle wanted to see coming off the game on Wednesday. UNCW up 14-0 with 16:05 to go here in the first half. This becomes a full timeout. We'll take it with them here. Seahawks tenacious on defense early on, lead it 14-0 on Flow Sports and 95.9 The Breeze.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chad Fortune with Wilmington Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Excited to be on the UNCW campus today to talk to you about this week's Medical Minute. Shoulder injuries are extremely common in sports, recreational, and job-related activities. These injuries can range from chronic overuse injuries to traumatic injuries like shoulder separations, dislocations, and even rotator cuff tears. Sometimes injuries can be prevented, but sometimes with traumatic injuries they are not preventable. But we always talk about preventative strategies to try to limit their effects. One of the biggest things to consider is rotator cuff strength as well as upper back strength, in addition to good posture throughout your day. As always, if these symptoms persist, please come see us at Wilmington Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Our goal is to support you with easily accessible world-class care for all your orthopedic and sports medicine needs.
Today is your day. It's time to stop wishing for it and start working towards it. One day at a time, one workout at a time. Your best is not behind you. Look forward.
We buy, sell, trade, and loan money on almost anything. Buying? Come check out our amazing inventory at our 5 convenient locations. Selling? We can give you cash or a loan for your items on the spot. Find the Pawn USA nearest you in Wallace, Charlotte, Leland, and in Wilmington, and we'll work with you for an enjoyable and beneficial experience. Ask about our free layaway plan and check us out at pawnusa.net and on eBay. There's always a new find at Pawn USA.
16:05 to go in the first half. Seahawks up 14-0. So they have outscored and shut down Hampton. Also on the glass, Marty, 4-0. The rebounding margin in favor of UNCW, and just you're seeing the byproduct of, I'm sure, a couple of nice practices, good practices leading into this matchup for UNCW.
Seahawks 6 for 6 from the field, including 2 for 2 from 3. Hampton 0 for 4, including 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. Seahawks have already forced 3 turnovers, leading to 4 points, and as you mentioned, controlling the boards right now at the defensive end.
Raymond Bethea Jr. into the game for the first time for Hampton. Also Amir Nesbitt. Dean bounces to Nesbitt into the corner. Donovan Newby, first minutes for him. Malik Harden-Hayes as well. Harvey, White, and Kelly round out the 5 on the floor for UNCW. Jordan Nesbitt out front to Mullen. Now far sideline. They get into the hands of Bethea. Backs it away to Dean. 14 on the shot clock. Dean goes left. Nowhere to go. Bounce pass to Amir Nesbitt. Goes left with a dribble. Pulls up. Floater with the right hand. Way short. Rebound. Put back is good. And there's the first points. First rebound as well. Kyrie's Mullen contributes off the starting lineup here for Hampton to make it 14-2. Newby gets man-to-man defense. Bounce pass near sideline to White. And cutting through, a foul holding on to Newby. That time was Amir Nesbitt. First on him and the third on Hampton. Some more subs. Nick Farrar and Eric Vanderheiden on the court for Kelly and White for UNCW.
So at the offensive end, the Seahawks doing a good job spreading the floor, because I think they feel they've got one-on-one advantages that's really opened up some of the passing lanes.
Get it into Newby in the backcourt, tracks it down, brings it over half court. 15-18 to go first half, 14-2 UNCW. Vanderheiden on the right wing, looks back door out front to Farrar. Farrar near sideline to Harden-Hayes. Harden-Hayes back to Farrar on the block, back and down into the paint, steps through, up with the left hand and off the glass, good for Nick Farrar.
Just muscles his way up.
And he's instant offense, averaging almost 6 points a game coming off the bench. He had 11 on Wednesday. Driving all the way is Dean. Count the basket and one, says Jerry Heater, our referee. So the foul, that'll go against Farrar on the other end, his first, and the third for UNCW.
So praise at one end and a little discipline at the other, as Farrar was a little slow getting back defensively, reached in. That'll lead to Hampton's first free throw of the night. Remember, they only shot 8 free throws the other night at Charleston.
And they're a team that attempts a lot, 24, almost 24 on the season per game that they attempt, 19th most in the country, as the free throw is good for Dean. 16-5, UNCW's lead is 11, 14:45 to go in the first frame. Newby, bounce pass to Vanderheiden on the right wing, out front to Farrar, left wing to Harvey. Getting a screen is Newby, they can't free him up. Harvey keeps it, almost double dribble there. Drops it to Harden-Hayes, goes left off the screen from Farrar to the left block. For the shot clock, the pass knocked away and stolen by Dean. Dean on the break. Dean is fouled by Harvey. He wasn't going to allow an easy layup. Jamari Harvey's first foul, now 4 for UNCW, and that'll put Deuce Dean back to the free throw line.
Dean, good job anticipating the pass back as the shot clock was in 5 seconds. He just cut into the passing lane. Will lead to the steal. Here it is on the back end. Couple of free throws coming. Remember, it was Dean. He was upset during that little push off the ball that they took a look and realized there was no whistle coming. Makes the first.
That's Free throw for Dean. Up, rims out. Rebound for Harden Hayes. Had a good box out on Bethea. Seahawks up 16-6 with the ball going left to right. Home white uniforms. Hampton in the royal blue. Newby gives to Vanderheiden. Drives it right. Hands it off to Harden Hayes. Now to Harvey. 10 on the shot clock for UNCW. Farrar sets a screen for Harvey, launching a three. High arcing three is good for Jamari Harvey. His 19th of the season for Harvey, shooting 36% from long range. He makes it 19-6.
Seahawks 8 for 8 from the floor.
Near sideline, Nesbitt almost lost it. Jordan Nesbitt drives it in, knocks over Farrar, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Nesbitt. Boy, those heels just outside that restricted arc for Farrar, drawing the contact for Nesbitt, his second foul. As we take a look at our Megacorp replay on this and see some good defense.
So, Mike, why don't you explain that? Because a number of folks have asked about that restricted arc. What can happen and what can't happen?
If you're inside that, even if you do draw the contact from the charge, it is not a charge, it's a blocking foul because you're in that arc. So, good job anticipating and setting up just outside that restricted arc for Farrar. Farrar gets it now, drives it. Oh, looking for the dunk. He gets fouled from behind. He had to step there on Mullen. And some words between those two. The officials get in between, and Mullen says, I didn't say anything.
Let me tell you something. For a big guy, Farrar has a quick first step. He puts the shoulder as if he's going to go to the outside. Look at right here. Yeah, I'm going outside. No, I'm not. Goes strong to the basket. Will draw a couple of free throws.
So they're going to call double technical fouls on Mullen and Farrar, as well as the initial foul on Mullen. So
a little chirpy early on. So because it goes both ways, I guess they don't shoot, right?
The only free throws here, Farrar getting fouled by Mullen. First of two is good for Farrar. Offsetting technical fouls, so they shouldn't. Haven't seen those registered just yet, so wait to see.
So that would be the second personal on Farrar, right?
It would be the second on Farrar and on Mullen as well, if that's the case here, as Farrar hits both free throws. 13:25 to go, near turnover. And it'll now be a turnover as Dean threw it away, trying to get it to Amir Nesbitt.
Do you get the feeling early that Hampton's a little frustrated, a little flustered right now? I mean, they're just, the little things aren't going their way. It's just being compounded at the defensive end.
Into Harvey. Harvey, quick three, left side, in and out. Rebound brought away by Dean. 21-6, UNCW up by 15 points, 13:17 to go. Dean launching a three straight on. It's short. Boy, nothing but white jerseys there for the rebound. Donovan Newby brings the ball down the floor for UNCW. Kelly sets a screen, frees up Newby. He'll launch a three. Back iron, no good. Tipped around, still loose. Tracked down by Vanderheiden. Vanderheiden bounced past to Kelly, left baseline, drives it left. Back into the paint, kicks it out now to Newby. Off to Vanderheiden, his three. Too hard, long rebound. Coming away with that is Godwin for Hampton. They push ahead near sideline to Nesbitt. Amir Nesbitt through traffic, down low, was wide open. Bethea has it blocked away by Kelly. And the Seahawks get it right back. Kelly, who came in averaging or blocking 12 shots this season so far. Down low, Kelly. Kelly's shot with the left hand is good. Amari Kelly, 23-6, UNCW.
Good job by the Seahawks. Recognizing that matchup advantage, they took advantage of it.
Seahawk defense in the half court nearly comes up with a turnover. Now they do. Vanderheiden, before he could get tied up, gives it off to Harvey, now to Newby. Newby near sideline to Harvey. Back out front, Newby. Harden Hayes on the wing. Left corner, Vanderheiden. Three from the corner, no good. Kelly battling for the rebound. Bethea comes up with it for Hampton. Hampton right to left. They push it to Bannister. Bannister drives in. Lost it going up. Knocked away by Harden Hayes. Ball still loose out front. Diving for it is Vanderheiden. It'll be a held ball. UNCW basketball, but boy, for Takeo Siddle, he loves to see two of his Seahawks diving on the floor trying to get that loose basketball here. The crowd as well. And that's why we'll head to our Rage Jewelers timeout. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Independence Mall in Mayfair Town Center. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments. The Seahawks, some big moments here early on, up 23-6, 11:46 to go. It's UNCW basketball on Flow Sports and The Breeze.
As media and advertising continues to evolve, your business advertising needs to evolve with it. Sunrise Broadcasting will help you coordinate between all the different media platforms and deliver a hyper-effective, brand-building, customer-generating program all in one. Sunrise Broadcasting, your one-stop shop for results. For information, call General Manager Valerie Brooks at 910-632-2114. Again, 910-632-2114.
There is something indescribably special about this place. The way it looks, the way it feels, the way we care for one another and our community. The University of North Carolina, Wilmington is like no other. Your journey starts here. We invite you to discover what makes UNCW like no other.
Experience what coastal living is all about in a sailfish boat from Marine Warehouse Center. Sailfish boats have been a trusted name in fishing for over 30 years with expertly crafted boats that provide the ultimate offshore fishing and on-water family experiences. Our boats are packed to the brim with features to accommodate the entire crew. Marine Warehouse has sailfish boats with Yamaha-powered outboards in stock. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Marine Warehouse on Market Street or marinewarehousecenter.com. Be your best self with a membership to Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness's goals for members is to feel fit-tacular through exceptional PF member experiences. For just 33 cents a day, that's $10 a month, you'll build both fitness and relationships. The Wilmington area has 3 locations, including one close to campus on Kerr Avenue and also one in Shallotte. Let Planet Fitness make you a better you and have a little fun along the way. Check out Planet Fitness at planetfitness.com.
11:46 to go here in the first half. UNCW leads 23-6. We'll see. I think there was a foul. Marty noticed it. I think they call a foul, not a held ball.
The Seahawks will be shooting 1-1 is right now. Hampton in the penalty at 7. You know, Mike, they're shooting. Hampton is 22%, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, and part of that is they haven't been able to get good looks outside. Seahawks, no, we're perfect from the floor for the first 6:43 of this one. That's a good way to start. You're up 23-6, and now you'll go to the line and shoot 1-1.
It'll be Eric Vanderheiden shooting 1 in the bonus if he can make the first, and he cannot. Off the back iron, rebounded by Bethea. So Hampton gets the ball back. Amir Nesbitt out front, bounce pass into the hands of Thomas. He'll hand it off Bethea. Now to Dean, gets a screen from Thomas. Works at a free throw line near sideline. Godwin, 3 on the way is good. Marquise Godwin, first 3 of the game for Hampton, 23-9. UNCW up here with 11:20 to go in the first half.
Can you start hitting those 3-point shots? Gets you back in the game in a hurry.
Phillips bounce pass to the left elbow to Vanderheiden. Drops it to Kelly, top of the key. Right of the paint to Hardin Hayes. Backing down. Spinning baseline. Hook shot right hand is good for Hardin Hayes. We haven't seen too much post play from him offensively, but that was a nice play.
Seems like more than we've seen for a while. They're really spreading the floor to get those one-on-one matchups underneath, down in the post.
Thomas gets a screen for Dean, who gets to the left block, turn around, bank shot is good. He wanted the foul, he doesn't get it. Deuce Dean with 6 points, leading scorer for Hampton, 25-11. UNCW up, 10:35 to go in the first half. Phillips in the right wing. Kelly gets it, right baseline. Back into the paint against Thomas's defense. Spins baseline, comes up short with it. And a nice spin move, but a little bit short with the shot. Dean out front. Thomas sets a screen. Dean drives left into the left corner. Bethea's 3 is all net. Raymond Bethea Jr., the senior from Atlantic City, New Jersey. And a timeout taken by Takeo Sill here with 10:06 to go. Did not like that sequence, as Hampton now 5 of their last 7 gotten things going a little bit, and now they're getting open and getting some looks from the perimeter here, Marty.
So after going 0 for 3 from the three-point line, they're now 2 for 2. As you may mention, I think the fact that it was such an open look, Seahawks a little late getting out to that perimeter to defend. Takeo stops it immediately, as we've seen throughout the year. If he doesn't like something at the defensive end, it's an 11-point lead at 25-14. But again, look at that last offensive sequence. Got the ball down the post, and everybody came out and set up the one-on-one. Missed the shot, but Kelly basically has an advantage. And I think you can see the Seahawks on tape felt they had an advantage if they worked the ball down low.
White, Newby, Hardin, Hayes, Kelly, and Ross, the 5 for UNCW. Newby angles to the right wing. Bounce pass on the block to Kelly. A lot of activity there defensively. Thomas on Kelly, and Kelly the hook shot with the left hand good. Using the glass for Amari Kelly. 27-14, UNCW's lead is 13. They've led by as much as 17 here in the first half. Dean gets it into the hands of Godwin. Nesbitt, or Bethea, excuse me, now near sideline to Dean. Dean drives past the defense, high reverse layup, no good. Thomas's tip wouldn't go, gets it back and banks it in from the left side. Najee Thomas, who played for Walter Shaw at Brunswick Community College, makes it 27-16, 11-point lead for UNCW with 9:15 to go in the half. Hardin Hayes, bounce pass again to Kelly, trying to back down against Thomas, into the paint, around the paint, the shot short with a left hand this time. And Hampton comes up with it. Dean near sideline, Godwin. Back to Dean, far sideline, Nesbitt. Jordan Nesbitt's 3 is short, off the hands of Kelly and tracked down at midcourt by Dean. Back to Nesbitt, in front of the UNCW bench. The 3 this time is good, Jordan Nesbitt. So 3 threes in a row here for Hampton, and it's 27-19. The lead just 8. The Trask crowd trying to get behind UNCW here with 8:35 left in the half. Bounce pass to White. Out front to Kelly. Surveys the situation, bounces it, left block to Kelly, and bumped by Bethea. First foul on Bethea, the 18th foul on Hampton. And the Seahawks back to the free throw line. They are not shy. Hampton, you mentioned, Marty, 31 attempts from long range against Charleston on Thursday. They hit 10 of them, so they're going to keep taking them, and they're starting to hit them now. 3 of 7. Hampton is at 43% shooting, the same for UNCW.
That is just such a major part of their offense, and as you may mention, the fact that the shots don't fall early does not discourage this team. Seahawks miss another front end.
Vanderheiden, now White, missing front ends of one-on-ones. Hampton with it. Dean far sideline, out front Bannister. He'll drive it, pulls up, fades away left side with a shot, no good. Tipped around, rebound Ross for UNCW. Ross down the floor, attacking the goal to our right. Hands off to White. White stutter dribble, gets to the block, the shot blocked away. Right there, Ross. Ross will drive in, hang, comes up short, gets his miss, puts it back up, and gets fouled this time. If it's Mullen, that's going to be his 3rd personal foul, as he had the personal, the technical, and now wait to see that is the case. So Kyrie Mullen, one of the starters now with 3 personal fouls for Hampton as we head to a timeout. Here in Trask Coliseum, 7:47 to go in the first. UNCW leads Hampton 27-19 right here on Flow Sports and the Breeze.
Dr. Christopher Branco of Oleander Chiropractic wants you to know that you don't have to be a UNCW athlete to be treated like one. Stop by Oleander Chiropractic on Oleander Drive in the Arboretum behind Port City, Java, and you'll get the best care in a safe, comfortable family atmosphere. Dr. Branco has 15 years experience and is the official chiropractic consultant of UNCW Athletics. Oleander Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday with morning and evening appointments available. Most insurance is accepted. For help, tips, and coupons, visit oleanderchiropractic.com. Hampton Inn University and Hampton Inn and Suites Landfall Park are proud UNCW Seahawks sponsors. Award-winning hotels providing rooms, suites, catering, and meeting rooms. Ask for the Seahawks Special. Call 910-509-0005. That's 910-509-0005 or hamptoninn.com and support the Seahawks.
At a great price, get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed at ticketsmarter.com.
Game day at Walk-Ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand-cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block, hand-peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp, hand-carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys, and hand-slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the Walk-Ons way.
In Maryland, in overtime, Charleston wins at Towson 76-74. A couple of free throws late in that game wins it for Charleston. So the Cougars stay hot, 2-0 in the conference. They've won now 13 straight.
Get the feeling Charleston has found a way to win games. It will be a very confident group. Again, the Seahawks looking for their 11th straight today. Ross with the first, makes the front end. Mike, both teams are now 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, and second chance points 7-0 for Hampton right now.
29-19, Ross good with both those free throws. So the Seahawks on the defensive end. We see Nolan Hodge for the first time here in this game. As head coach Akeo Siddle said he wanted to play him some more minutes. Bounce pass into traffic, knocked away. Hodge up with it. Hodge, left thumb bandaged up, gives it off to White on the wing. He'll circle it out. Maury McGriff into the game as well, setting a screen for White. They give it off to Thomas. Now down low to McGriff on the feed from Thomas. Couldn't handle it. Bannister up with it for Hampton. 10-point Seahawk lead. They've led by as much as 17. They've never trailed so far in this first half. Dean, 3 on the way, is no good off the back iron. And a rebound for White. Near sideline, Newby. McGriff sets a screen. Near sideline into the hands of Thomas. Thomas, a 3 is all nets. Just his 6th three-point basket of the season for Jamari Thomas. There's 32-19 UNCW. Dean between the circles, drives it left with the dribble. Shot no good up the backboard. Rebound White. Pushes it right corner to Hodge. His 3 on the way. That's short. Off the top of the backboard. Rebounded by Bethea. Bethea dribbling through traffic, looking for Dean. The deflected pass to him. Now to Godwin. Steps into the 3 in transition, and Godwin knocks in his second 3 of the game. He is 3rd in the conference, almost 38% shooting from long range is Marquise Godwin. Now with 36 threes on the year.
Hampton has now made 3 of their last 4 from 3-point range.
McGriff to Thomas. White wants it, sets up on the blocks, down low, and gets fouled by Bethea.
So we've called that a number of times. Seahawks getting position down on the blocks, but then you've got to convert. They've had a couple of layups hit the front rim and not go through. So get the position. There's the lob, the lean, draw the foul right there. Remember, this was an 8-point game, and then the Seahawks pushed it out to 13. Now sits at 10.
So White 0 for 1 from the free throw line. 2 free throws here. And that one around and out. Hodge comes out. Hardin Hayes will check in. Cale Siddle coaching up Hodge on his way to the bench. 5:57 to go here in this first half, 32-22. 10-point lead for UNCW. White converts for the third one he's had here today. 5 points for Trazarian White. Ross, UNCW's leading scorer with 8 points. Dean drives it left, knocked away out of bounds by White. Maybe went off his knee, but they don't see it that way. White talking to Jamel Spearman, but it was Jerry Heater who made the call. Heater hands it off to Dean, who will inbound it. Left corner, Godwin. Godwin three, no good. Ball loose. And squirts out to Nesbitt out front. Nesbitt top of the key, trying to break down Thomas with the dribble. Spins, maybe travels. Does he travel? Yes, he does. Jeff Pond, one of the other officials, says he did. A turnover by Hampton, their 9th.
Seahawks got away with one that time because after the missed three, Seahawks were a little lazy on the defensive rebound. Had numbers, but Hampton still came up with it, but eventually forced the turnover.
33-22, 11-point Seahawk lead. 5:25 until halftime. Harden-Hayes to Thomas. Well, they had Harden-Hayes backdoor, but it closed up quickly as it's stolen by Nesbitt. Jordan Nesbitt, first dribble goes left. Shot from the baseline. Boy, that was a very difficult shot. Nesbitt able to hit it. Sophomore from St. Louis. Played 3 games at Memphis back in 2020-21. Went to St. Louis, played 35 games there. And now in a Hampton uniform. 33-24 UNCW with the lead and the basketball. Thomas gives to Newby. Newby drives, pulls up at the CA logo and hits a shot. A little mid-range game there for Donovan Newby, the junior from Chicago. Makes it 35-24.
An example of points off the bench when Newby can add to your offense. That's a plus.
Dean in the corner to Bannister. Gets it to Thomas, top of the offense. He wants no part of that. Gives it away to Godwin. Almost threw it away. Godwin near sideline. Across the offense. Into the hands of Nesbitt. 6 on the shot clock. Nesbitt is thinking shot. He's taking shot. The 3 is way short. And out of bounds it goes. He tried to get his own miss. He went from the top of the key to the baseline like that. Nearly saved it in, but instead of the air ball, the Seahawks will get the ball back.
It's almost one of those street shots. You take it, you know it's off, so you know where it might land. But, you know, one thing we've seen, Hampton's picked up the pace at the offensive end. You can see they're a lot more comfortable moving the ball right now. See what adjustments the Seahawks make.
35-24 UNCW. They have the ball. Shooting to our right. Thomas to Newby. Shot fake. Got his man off his feet. Out to Thomas. Thomas will drive in. Thomas will hang, have the shot blocked, get it back in traffic, get fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line. I think Najee Thomas fouling Jamari Thomas. Actually, they're going to say Amir Nesbitt. The second on Nesbitt. So free throws for the Seahawks when we return here. 3:55 to go in the first half. UNCW leads 35-24. The Seahawks active on the glass with 14 rebounds. We see one of them there here on Flow Sports and The Breeze.
As media and advertising continues to evolve, your business advertising needs to evolve with it. Sunrise Broadcasting will help you coordinate between all the different media platforms and deliver a hyper-effective, brand-building, customer-generating program all in one. Sunrise Broadcasting, your one-stop shop for results. For information, call General Manager Valerie Brooks at 910-632-2114. Again, 910-632-2114.
There is something indescribably special about this place. The way it looks, the way it feels, the way we care for one another and our community. The University of North Carolina, Wilmington is like no other. Your journey starts here. We invite you to discover what makes UNCW like no other.
Experience what coastal living is all about in a sailfish boat from Marine Warehouse Center. Sailfish boats have been a trusted name in fishing for over 30 years with expertly crafted boats that provide the ultimate offshore fishing and on-water family experiences. Our boats are packed to the brim with features to accommodate the entire crew. Marine Warehouse has sailfish boats with Yamaha-powered outboards in stock. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Marine Warehouse on Market Street or marinewarehousecenter.com. Be your best self with a membership to Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness's goals for members is to feel fit-tacular through exceptional PF member experiences. For just 33 cents a day, that's $10 a month, you'll build both fitness and relationships. The Wilmington area has 3 locations, including one close to campus on Kerr Avenue and also one in Charlotte. Let Planet Fitness make you a better you and have a little fun along the way. Check out Planet Fitness at planetfitness.com.
3:55 to go in the first half. UNCW leads at 35-24, 11-point UNCW advantage here. Mike DeCaro, Marty Fuhr with you courtside. Robert Warren, teleproduction crew with us. Tommy Gunn back in the studio for the breeze. Glad you're with us here. On this New Year's Eve, closing out 2022. UNCW winners of 10 straight, trying to keep that trend going. And keep pace atop the conference standings, 2 games into the conference slate.
Thomas to the line to shoot a couple. I liked your description before we went to the break where you said Thomas will drive. Let there be no doubt about it. If he sees that opening, he will drive. I mean, the height matchup doesn't matter. He's going to go strong to the rim.
He attacked, and again, Najee Thomas, who didn't get the foul, but 6'10". Jamari Thomas does not care as he makes good with the second free throw. 6 points tonight for Jamari Thomas, who's been a little up and down lately. 7 points in the win Wednesday at Monmouth. 36-24 UNCW looking to trap of the half court here. Pressure broken by Hampton. Dean gives it off to Amir Nesbitt. So now they go back man to man after trying to trap. Hand off to Godwin near sideline. Dean, 8 on the shot clock for Hampton. Near sideline to Godwin. Godwin left corner 3 is good. Godwin 9 points, 3 threes, a couple in that corner as well. 36-27, 3:20 left in this first half. Again, our defensive key was defend the 3, and right now 5 of 12 shooting for Hampton from long range. Driving is Harvey. A wild shot there is no good. Off of a couple fingertips before Godwin corrals it for Hampton. Nesbitt, far sideline, brings it over the stripe. Thomas will set a screen for him. He doesn't use it. Across the floor, Dean inside of Thomas now. Turnaround jump shot, banks it in. Well, Hampton's got a little something going on here right now. 36-29. UNCW's lead is just 7 with 2:45 left in the half.
Closest they've been since 2 minutes into this one.
Kelly, top of the offense, gives it off to Harvey. Backs it away to Thomas in the center jump circle. 10 on the shot clock. Thomas goes right. Across the floor, Harvey open for the 3, but it's blocked by Nesbitt. And now a foul on Harvey, trying to get the ball back. For Harvey, his second, UNCW 6. Boy, this looks like a totally different Hampton team at Marty from the first 10 minutes to what we're seeing the second half of this first half.
Once they started knocking down the threes, you could see the energy, quicker ball movement, a lot more confidence. And, you know, bottom line, if you start making your shots, that helps hit the defensive end as well.
2:20 to go. The lead is just 7 after UNCW leading by as much as 17. Nesbitt to Dean. He'll hold it, wait for a screen. Goes left with the dribble. Fadeaway shot for Dean, no good. Tipped and rebounded by Amari Kelly for UNCW. Off to Thomas near sideline. To the free throw line, lobbing it inside to Kelly. Kicking it out, low pass to White, now to Thomas, top of the key. Thomas driving, nowhere to go. Backs it away. Right block to Kelly. Kelly in traffic, steps through, shot with the left hand is good. Up the back iron, went through for Amari Kelly. He's got a soft touch. Allows you to get it up the heel of the rim and still have it go through. 38-29, the Seahawk fans back to life. Student section filled, not with students, but it is a filled crowd here in that area. As a 3, another one for Godwin. His 4th, he's feeling it. 38-32, the Seahawks lead is just 6. Thomas over a half court, barking out instructions. As we count down to a minute left in this first half, Thomas on the wing. Out front to Hardin Hayes. Hardin Hayes drives in, past the defense, wave off the basket, a foul on the floor on the way in on Hampton. Will stop play. The foul goes against Godwin, his first. And again, free throws for UNCW.
So contrasting teams. We always talk about how the Seahawks get their energy from those defensive stops. Hampton, conversely, once they start popping that three, you can see the energy, the confidence, the quicker step, the little chatter to the bench afterwards.
Arden Hayes, first of 2 free throws is good.
You can see if this Hampton team gets up on you, they can really just push the lead out. Conversely, we've seen how important it is for UNCW to get the early lead, knowing that Hampton's going to come back with the three-pointers, and they have.
Second free throw good. 59.4 seconds left, 40-32. UNCW up by 8. They'll certainly give their head coach, Takeo Siddle, plenty to talk about, discuss at halftime coming up. As Nesbitt gets it off far sideline to Godwin. Bounce pass to Dean. Dean keeps it away from the defense of Thomas into the hands of Jordan Nesbitt. Nesbitt, top of the key. Right side Dean on the wing with 10 on the shot clock. Dean drives baseline. Shot with the side of the backboard. Gets it back, and then he is fouled. And reaching in, I believe, Phillips, Shaquem Phillips. So the second on Phillips, it'll be the 17th foul, and put Hampton in the bonus with 33.3 seconds left in the half. UNCW up 40-32. Phillips again coming back after the illness Wednesday. Hasn't played much in this game. Only 5 minutes so far, has yet to attempt a shot. Shaquem Phillips, so maybe not quite 100% just yet. As Dean will shoot 2. She 1-1, the front end, no good. And a rebound for Amari Kelly. 8-point Seahawk advantage. 25 seconds left, 2-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. UNCW can virtually play for the final shot of the half. Thomas works out front. 10 on the shot clock, 13 on the game clock. Thomas directing. Thomas goes left, steps back, fades away. Shot is good. Jamari Thomas, 2 seconds left, now 1. A half-court heave for Amir Nesbitt off the back iron, and no good. And the Seahawks have a little momentum heading into the locker room with a 10-point lead. 42-32 is our score at halftime here with UNCW out ahead of Hampton, the first ever meeting between the two schools as CAA opponents. The Seahawks out to a big lead early, up by 17, but Hampton roaring back into this game and using the 3-ball to do that. And we'll send things over now to Marty, standing by with Takeo Siddle.
What you see in the first half?
Well, we got off to a really good start, Marty, and I thought our intensity was where it needed to be. We need to tighten up our transition defense, and we need to guard the three-point line a little bit better.
You know this team's going to get hot from 3. Main emphasis at halftime?
Yeah, we got to it's happening in transition. They're setting drag ball screens, and we're not getting into our pick-and-roll coverage, which is allowing the ball handler to get downhill and pitch for 3, so we need to tighten that up, and then we need to clean up the backboards.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marty. And Coach Siddle there. 42-32 our score at halftime. UNCW up by 10 here inside Trask Coliseum. We'll step aside, back with our Pepsi halftime report after these messages. It's UNCW basketball right here on Flow Sports and 95.9 The Breeze.